everyone, it's Lizzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be walking you guys through how I am setting up my paycheck budget. Now, if you've been following me for a while, if you kind of know how I do things, you know that I budget every paycheck. I first start off with my monthly paycheck. It kind of gives me a guide on how I want to split up all of my dollars. But then when I break things down even further, I like to do it paycheck to paycheck. So today I'm going to go ahead and walk you through that. So the thing is, for this particular pay, I am combining both mine and my husband's pay because we got paid like one day after the other. So it just made sense for me to combine everything into one worksheet, and it also makes things a lot easier for me filming wise. So that's kind of what I'm going to go ahead and walk you through. As you see, I've already filled in some categories for time's sake, but I hope that this, motivates you guys to get on a budget, because seriously, if you're not on a budget, get on a budget. It will really change your mindset on how to manage your money. Like, you really will see where your money is going. So that is what we're going to do today. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So what I like about this particular worksheet that I have been setting up is starting with a beginning balance. Now, in most cases, not all cases, but sometimes you're left with a certain amount in your account, and you want to include that as part of your income. So that's what I am doing here, and it's just listed with a beginning balance. And this is $43.14. Now, this is actually something that I paid myself from Etsy, and then now we're going to go ahead and fill in the pay portion of this part. So one thing that I also want to bring up here is I've been asked quite a bit of what pens do I use for writing out my budget. So I'm just going to address that really quickly here. I use 3 different pens. So the first one I have mentioned is this erasable gel pen from Parku. I was sent this from them, and that's one of the pens that I use. And then these are the 2 that I use most frequently. I got these as gifts, so I want to say that they were bought, you can find them maybe at Walmart or Target, but this is, let's see, it's a SIGNUP pen. It doesn't really have, like, I don't know what kind it is, but this is used for, like, the adult coloring books. Both of these are actually used for that. And then this one, it says scribble stuff on it, and that's all that I know of. So I think you guys can find this at Walmart. It's just your standard, pens for those adult coloring books. So yeah, I just wanted to address that before I get into actually using them. So for the first one, as I mentioned in my last paycheck budget, I knew that my husband was going to get a little bit less of a pay because he is through an agency for his job and having off Labor Day, and then when the hurricane hit, he was not paid for that time. So we kind of had to adjust a few things when it came to that. So the first line that I'm going to put here is for his $817, and then for mine that was $941.12. So now we got to go ahead and add up these 2 lines. $498.17 plus $941.12. Oh, and let me add in the $43.14. Oops. Plus $498.17, $941.12. Okay. So $1,482.43 is what the income section is set aside for. Now, 10% is what I set aside for my tithe. So that is $148. This offering, it's for a ministry that we give to, and we usually give that on the 15th of the month, and that is $20. So $168 is the total for giving. And now moving on to the expenses. Now let me show you guys this bill tracker that I have been using to keep track of my bills. Now, one thing that I missed, and that is my error, of course, is for this particular day, I forgot to set this money aside, this $35 for my car insurance. And that is due on the 15th. So I have to include this with this pay that I was supposed to deduct just $35. And then for my paycheck on here was going to be $36.77. So that kind of, I had to adjust that piece there. But how this is supposed to work, and I should have been paying attention better when I was going through this, the 22nd pay. But what you'll do is just walk down through and kind of use this as a check, like a tracker for your bills. Bill tracker, hello. So yeah, you'll make sure that you're setting aside a specific portion for this bill. So I went ahead and I broke down each of these bills based on when my pay is received. So for mortgage, what it is, I have this on two separate pays, or two separate sheets because of the pays, but I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully you guys can see this piece. But for the 12th and the 13th, we are setting aside $165.55 plus the $245.55. And that will complete my mortgage payment. I have it highlighted here. So the amount that I'm gonna set aside for mortgage is $411.10. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and write down here. $411.10. So then we get to the car insurance. So I have to add in this $35 plus the $35 that for this pay, and then plus the car insurance for my pay that I received, so $36.77. So $106.77 is what we are setting aside for the car insurance, and that will go ahead and be paid. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this off so I know that we have already covered this. So that's essentially how that works. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the bills, and then if I feel like I should explain something, then I will go ahead and do that. So 67 is for my credit card. $25 from this pay, $25 from mine, so $50. Life insurance, nothing from my husband's pay, $12.70 from mine. The electric, let's see here, electric, $25 from my husband's and $25 from mine. So we're setting aside $50. For the car lease, let's check this off. $44 for my husband's, $44 for mine. So we're setting aside $88 for that. So that is it for like the bill trackers. Now for SunPass, I have this linked to my credit card, and the amount that was charged to the credit card was $30 for our tolls. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I pay this every week. Yes, I do have a credit card, but it is only tied to SunPass currently. And I'm just using that as if it was a utility bill. You know, you get your water bill in the mail and you go ahead and pay that. So I'm doing this weekly because it helps me balance out my my checkbook. So that is just how it works for me. And I actually got this as a suggestion from one of you guys to kind of, you know, make things a lot easier for your finances and keeping track of things. All right, so $141 is what we are setting aside for gas. And what that is, I know that's a really high number. For a week, you're probably like, Lizzie, what the heck is going on? But my husband had used his credit card for gas, and we pay that back. So the prior week, we did set money aside. $85 was set aside for gas last week. He had used $61 from that, but he put it on the card, on the credit card, instead of using our checking account. So I didn't see that money being debited. And so today he went ahead and he just paid that. And I'm also setting aside funds for gas for this week. So that's not going to happen again. Just so you know, we're going to just not do that because it got really confusing for us when we were sitting down doing our budget. But this is what this is. This is 2 weeks worth of gas, but it's because he used his credit card instead of the debit card, and it just got a little confusing. So money was in the account. We didn't like overspend on this category. It just looks that way from this pay. So that's what that is. And then car maintenance. This is one of our cash envelope category. But as I mentioned on my Instagram stories, if you guys aren't following me there, make sure you follow me on Instagram because I talk a lot about day-to-day things that happen and how to readjust your budget for unexpected things. Well, car maintenance, we have a car maintenance envelope that had $74 in it. But the thing is, my husband, his brake line, I think, I can't exactly, I don't know the term of it, but it's something with his brakes. It needs to be replaced. So instead of just replacing one of them, he's going to replace like all 4. Yeah, he's just going to replace all of them just so they're all new. It's not just the brakes, it's something else too. But we had to go ahead and spend the money to get that part because it was kind of an emergency. So we had $74. We were going to take out $35 cash to put it in the envelope, but we just left it in the bank account to cover that expense. So we used part of our emergency fund was withdrawn to cover that expense. And then for this pay and next pay, we're going to go ahead and put that emergency fund money back in the savings account. So that's what this is. Eating out, we used our debit card to get some pizza, but it was part of our budget, guys. We did not like overspend anything. We still have about $30 in the month, so now we have about $4 left for eating out. So I did not withdraw the cash for it, but we used our debit card, and that's why I have it written down here. So let's go ahead and add up all of our expenses. All right, 10, 17, 57. So now we're gonna go ahead and take the income minus the giving and then minus the expenses. So $296.86 is what we have left to break down into these different categories for savings, for possible debt payments, and then our cash envelopes. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the cash envelope section first, and I'm going to go down the list. So anniversary, we're setting aside $50. Christmas, 20. Grocery for the week, we usually set aside $75 weekly. Home is 8. Pet is 25. Spending is 28. Toiletries is 8 and vacation is 6. Now you're probably wondering, Lizzie, where in the world did you come up with these numbers? I mentioned this in my last paycheck video, I believe, but just in case if you didn't catch that, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my Every Dollar app. And right here are my sinking funds. So this is for the month of September, and this is what I had planned out. So let me show you what is left. What is the remaining portion? So this is what is remaining to break down for these cash envelopes. So $50 I have left for the month to budget for. The car maintenance part, we took out $35, and then I'll show you where we're gonna put the rest because I have to put the difference back into the emergency fund. Christmas, we have $56 left, but we're taking out $20, and so on and so forth. So this just kind of walks you through, and it gives you an idea, and it allows you to track what you have left for these categories that you planned on for the month. So let's go ahead and add up our cash envelope portion. 50 plus 20 plus 75. And if you want me to go into more detail on the actual breakdown for sinking funds, I've done this a couple of times, but if you want me to explain it in a different way, I'll try my best to do that in another video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think or how you break down your sinking funds. 28, 8, 6. So 220 is the total cash for these envelopes. But now I have been withdrawing my tithe into my cash envelopes because I have a giving envelope. So that's just FYI. But let's figure out what is the remaining amount that we are left with to still budget for. So we were left with $296.86, right? Hopefully you guys can see that. And then we're subtracting $220 that we just broke down into our cash envelopes. So now we're left with $76.86. So for the moment, I am not going to put this towards debt. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a line through the debt part because we have to pay back our emergency fund. So I'm going to put $61, I'm sorry, excuse me, $61 because I had taken $61 from the emergency fund. And I'm going to put the difference in the car savings fund. So 61. So we are left with $15.86, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and put 76.86. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and put towards our separate account that is specifically for our car savings. My husband and I agreed to this. We kind of walked over and had our budget meeting before me filming this. So now let's figure out what cash denominations I will need for my envelopes. So for tithe, we need 148. So we have 145, 6, 7, 8. Anniversary, we need 50. So that's going to be 20, 40, 50, I believe. Christmas, we need 20. Groceries is 75. 5, 6, 7, 8, 25, 25, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 5 and 6. So we have 100, 150, 5, 8 20s, 1 10, 7 5s, and 5 10, 13 1s. All right, so let's go ahead and just shift this over and get our cash ready. Cash envelopes. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go through each cash envelope. So right now for anniversary, we're gonna put the remaining 50. So I wanna say I had withdrawn 2 20s and a 10, but we're gonna see. I had done a trip twice to the bank because when I first calculated, when we first ran our numbers, I don't know what I did. I think I had something left in my calculator when I was adding, and I didn't have something in my calculator, so I withdrew less and I did different denominations. So let's see if I do this right this time. I may have had like a 5 in singles for this, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're just gonna go ahead and work with it. So 50 goes in here. So I will take on my cruise, guys, because I'm going on my cruise for my anniversary. I'm so excited. We're leaving this Friday. Yeah, I cannot wait. We're just gonna be going for, it's a 3-day cruise. So we leave Friday and we come back Monday morning. So I'm really, really excited. So 913 added from Lizzie's pay, $50. So we have $350. So I'm really happy about that amount to take. I don't think we're gonna spend it all, to be honest, but that is a good thing to do. And then car maintenance, we are not adding anything to this. Oh, this smudged. We had spent $171.67 on brakes. That's what that's supposed to say. So there is nothing in here. There was $74. I've deposited that into our account so that we can go ahead and pay a few things that we needed for our car. Now Christmas, this is getting $20. I want to start Christmas shopping now to be ahead of the game. So let's see how this works. This is getting 20. So now we have 130. Date night, we're not putting anything in there just yet. Same thing with eating out. I did not withdraw cash for this since I used my debit card. Gifts, I have already funded what I wanted for the month of September in here, so I didn't withdraw anything there. Giving, we are adding 1, 40, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 20, 40, 5, 6, 7, 8. Groceries, this is getting 75. $9.13 added. All right, So we have $75 for groceries. In here. Home is getting 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Added. So what is that? 7, 14. So $15, I think. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention, this month and a part of, so it'll be up until right before Thanksgiving, my upload schedule for my cash envelope stuffing is not going to be on Fridays. I will try to have it be on Fridays, but it looks like I will be uploading on Sundays for my cash envelope stuffing. So that's just an FYI of a change that I am doing. And it's just because I am leading Financial Peace University on Thursday nights, and that's really the day that I will go to the bank, withdraw the money, and do the video and have it uploaded for the following day. So because it's on Thursday nights, it's not possible for me to have a video up on Fridays for the cash envelope stuffing. I will still have a video up, but it will be like a different type of a budget video, not the cash envelope stuffing. So that's just FYI for you guys who are subscribed. That is what is going on with a recent change. It's just temporary though. Added 28, 25, 7, 8. Pet is getting 25. Toiletries is getting 8. 7, 8. I think I have 20 in here. So let's see. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Toiletries. And then vacation is getting the remaining $6. Okay. So I am going on a vacation to visit our family in November. So this is just going to be some like spending money for that. Oh God. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 24. 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 24. Alrighty. So that is the cash envelope stuffing portion for this. I am so excited, guys. Now, let me put this in here. This is getting kind of thick. All right. So I have that. And then something super exciting that I am doing is a giveaway. Now this part is probably the most exciting one. I absolutely love these. And these are stickers. I was sent some stickers and I was sent so much, and I just, I have a full sheet of this, and I really want somebody to utilize these as well for their budget planner or their budget journal, whatever you do your budgeting with. But there's these stickers here. There's this transaction log with some washi. a weekly check-in. If you do that, I think that's super helpful. I don't do weekly check-ins, but I think that these are super cute. There's this says July expense tracker because it was for the month of July, but you can absolutely just like cut this out and just put expense tracker. And they have these cute payday stickers. Like I think they're really cute. I really love them. These are found at Cali Pie Stickers. They're the monthly expense tracker sheets. She has them for every month. And then there's this one that is an expense and a variable income sheet. And there's again some washi strips up here if you do that. I don't have variable income, so I wouldn't make use out of this, but I know that if you are the one that does that, you can put this to great use. And I'm just so excited. I love them. You can find Cali Pie Stickers on Instagram, and she also has an Etsy shop. Again, super adorable stuff, but one of you will be a lucky winner for this particular giveaway. And for this one, there are different rules for this particular giveaway, so make sure you check out all of the information in my description box down below to go ahead and follow along with this for this particular giveaway. And I will have one more giveaway coming up in the very near future. It is again really exciting, so I hope you guys are following along and you are excited as I am for reaching such a high milestone of having 2,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So again, I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you right here on a brand new video. Bye guys.